Wannabe Caster, one of the HCS commentators, analysts, and grassroots content creators, and we have another HCS report where today we're going to be doing a power ranking similar to the video that we did recently, but this time we'll actually be power ranking the actual team. So right now I have the placings in order of what happened during Arlington, but obviously there was a lot that happened at Arlington, so we'll kind of go off of that. But I think immediately we have to talk about the fact that the teams aren't the same. Complexity obviously have a new look completely. TSM now have Manny instead of Cherish. Cherish now in the Complexity roster. And Infamous and Luminosity, I think we have to swap out because, for example, Collect and Ezo, who are on that Infamous roster, are now part of the One roster. So why don't we swap out One for Infamous? We'll see if they go by the same name or something similar going forward. And then Luminosity, who had both Piggy and Yaxon a part of that roster, is now going by Incognito. So why don't we swap out the names Luminosity for Incognito? And that kind of fixes things up right now. And now we're going to look at the previous tournament results, plus on top of that, what has happened since the tournament in Scrims, and then kind of move some teams around based on how we feel. You guys are not going to agree with this. You guys are going to roast me in the comments down below. I want to start off by saying, do it. Let me know how you guys feel. Let's have some fun with this. This is my power ranking. Obviously, it's going to be based on my opinion and what I'm seeing. But, dude, let me know in the comments down below. Let's make this a community thing. Let's have some fun with this. So, you guys are already doing that with the power ranking on the players. That's already fun. Let's do this on the teams as well. But, again, obviously, since the tournament, there's been a lot that's gone on. But I feel like we can't really focus on much of that since a lot of the league has changed. So I think we kind of fast forward to the last tournament, which will kind of break apart actually right here in the standings. And now we'll go based off of that. So right off the rip, we see Incognito finishing first place, Cloud9 finishing second place, and TSM finishing third place. So right off the rip, I mean, Incognito, you want to put them like up here now in the same conversation as Cloud9 based on that win. Now we want to kind of respect land, but I feel like because we want to do these power rankings based on what's happening right now, we do want to also respect what's going on again right now. So I think right now, based on Incognito winning that tournament, I think we have to move them up. Based on, take this off. TSM, Cloud9, we already had them above each other. Gen G as fourth place. Gen G kind of stays right there. I would say TSM is the weird one. TSM now technically would move around the same rank as Gen G. We'll see based on the scrims if it still kind of reflects that. Complexity, really good for them. Put Complexity now in the same tier. We'll lift them up a little bit here. So right now we have TSM, Gen G, and Complexity kind of in the same tier. We'll move some stuff around a little bit. It's really tough because in the tournament, obviously, there's no European teams. So we probably won't move them too much, but we'll see based on what we have in front of us right now. So this is kind of what we're looking at to start, to kind of start things off. And let's see how scrims have gone. So since that tournament that ended here, 10 Ryan Dead Inside, won't talk too much about them. Ether and SWAT, won't talk too much about them. Optic and Shopify actually have scrimmed, where Optic, I mean, they said losing by one game according to Halo Data Hive, but I remember a lot of people coming in saying that it was a tie involved. This might be a little bit off. I didn't get the chance to actually watch that full scrim, and I didn't get to see the exact ending of that, but either way, very close, evenly matched. If it's this even, I think we have to keep it based on the same unless they scrim again. Like, I feel like, again, land is going to be the most important. The power rank is really supposed to be like, week after week, but if it's this close and there's no there's no outlier, why change that up is kind of what I'm thinking about. So we'll leave that exactly the same. Meanwhile, TSM over FaZe. that to me is kind of big. And honestly, I think that kind of puts us in a situation where, I mean, we already have TSM over on the top side of things. I don't know if I'm ready to put them above Cloud9 Incognito. Cloud9 were like literally one game away. Cloud9 were one game away from making the championship Sunday and beating out Space Station Gaming. I don't think I'm ready to put TSM above that just yet, but we keep saying though. I mean, phase 12 to 2 Cloud9 here, and TSM 8-6 phase. So at that point, I think we have to raise TSM up a bit, and maybe does that usurp them? I mean, on its own, on its own, I feel like if it was just TSM beating out phase, I think maybe just maybe, we don't have TSM usurp Cloud9. But the fact that literally the day after that, phase 12 to 2 Cloud9, I think we gotta show respect to that. Again, we're talking about what's happening right now. The only thing I will say is in the head-to-head, because I believe they did play each other. If they ran into each other in the head-to-head and Cloud9 won it, we put Cloud9 back in front of them. I think that's where I'm at, and I'm pretty sure they did run into each other. Let's make sure. I'm like 90% sure they ran into each other like lower bracket final or something like that. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. So this is my thought process. If TSM just beat out FaZe right here and that's it, I say, you know what? Maybe nothing. The fact that phase 12 to Cloud9 literally the day afterwards, that makes me say, you know what? That's enough for me to want to put TSM above Cloud9. And although this happened beforehand, I think with Cloud9 in the head-to-head, we gotta respect the head-to-head, and it's very recent. I think because of that, we keep Cloud9 in front of. That's kind of my thought process there. I wanted to make a good argument for TSM usurping them just for the sake of movement on the power ranking, but we have to respect the power ranking. So we're gonna leave them alone a little bit here. SSG with the 12-2 over 1. That to me doesn't really tell me much about either one of the squads. To me, this is to be expected. I think with 1 and the way that they looked in the tournament, I would say like maybe we would like them to, take 4 games off of SSG. SSG aren't looking the quote unquote best right now, but maybe this is them showing improvement as well. Doesn't really say much to me. FaZe of the 12-2 over Cloud9. Actually, that's kind of huge for FaZe, honestly. And to me, that kind of puts, the fact that FaZe beat them out in Scrim, I'm sorry, not in Scrim, excuse me, I apologize. In tournament play already. I feel like, well, we got to respect that. I think I don't see a world we change that up. I really don't. FaZe Clan. I don't see a world we change that. I think we got to keep FaZe ahead of SSG. I would love to change them just for the movement, but they haven't even matched each other. Yeah, I think we keep doing exactly the same. I think we have FaZe in front of SSG. Although I don't like the fact that TSM beat them out, and I do like how SSG have looked more recently. SSG with the 12-5 over Cloud9. Decent for Cloud9 to take 5 games off of them. I'm happy for SSG beating out Cloud9, because if they are the team that we expect them to be, they're gonna have to beat out teams like Cloud9, and not all that close. Like, we don't want to see any more Game 5s on LAN to make it a championship Sunday. Like, SSG were projected to be a top 2 team in the world going into the season, so I want to see this type of results for them, maybe even like a 13-4. And then Shopify with the 12-4 at Complexity again. I feel like as to be expected. So I think this is where we're at right now. FaZe and SSG, no movement there. It's kind of boring, but I feel like the top 4, we got to keep it the same right now. I would have loved, just for the sake of movement, to drop FaZe down to 4th place and put SSG in 3rd place, because I think there's actually an argument there, to be honest with you. But I don't know if I'm ready to say that just yet. Maybe on the next power ranking video. I love Incognito, and this might be me being a prisoner of the moment, but like for you to come out as a new squad and beat Cloud9, who again were one game away from making it to Championship Sunday. That says a lot about your team. You beat them in the head-to-head. You look really good. If you can come out looking that hot and keep that momentum, I'm for it. So I'm putting Incognito on the top half of this. I'm not going to put them above Nemesis because, first of all, Nemesis hasn't played anybody in North America. They beat Optic on LAN. I think we just keep them in their spot for now. Maybe we'll take a look at the EU side of things and see what else was there. Like if Zero Tenacity beat them, maybe we'll drop them down. I haven't got a chance to look at the EU side of the qualifiers, if there even was any movement there. But I'm ready to put Incognito up there. And as far as Cloud9 and TSM, I think we have to put TSM in the top 8. And then in that case, there's only 2 spots in the top 6. So I think we have to drop Cloud9 down a little bit here, which means one of these teams drops out of the top 8. This is important now. This is important. Before I go any further, let me do the easy thing and just check out. Let's see if I don't think they've scrimmed or anything. Let's see if there's any movement in EU side of things. Whoa. Wait, was this a scrim? Was this a tournament? Was this tournament play? On the 6th? Nah, it's definitely not a tournament. Wow. Okay. I mean, TSM lose to Zero Tenacity. Incognito beat Cloud9. I think I'm pulling a huge stretch and moving Incognito in front of Team Nemesis, but the fact that they're both top 6 is the same category. To me, that doesn't matter. But you know what? Just for the sake of the movement, hey, let's move Incognito ahead of Team Nemesis. I'm not gonna drop Team Nemesis out of the top 6 just yet, but let's keep an eye out on that. This is just for the sake of just a little bit of movement because our top 4 is exactly the same. But let's make some hard decisions here because right now we have 5 teams in the category of top 8. Somebody's gonna have to drop out. Let's talk about that a little bit here. So again, we talked about Incognito, Cloud9. 1 in complexity, very good. Let's see if we can find some scrims from them. Complexity lose 12-2 to Incognito. That's something to keep an eye out there. No real other scrims from 1. 1 lose 2-12 to Space Station Gaming. Again, nothing really there. So I think we just base it off of the standings then. And there's not much to go by. So we keep Incognito up there. We keep Cloud9 on the top end of things above TSM because they did beat out TSM in the head-to-head. Gen G, Complexity, and 1. Wow. Gen G, we have here Complexity and 1. We have them in the same spot. One of them has to drop down. One of them have to drop down. Complexity or 1. If you guys need a reminder, 1 is Collect, Ezo, Huss, and Mortally. Complexity also sporting an entirely new roster. Give me 1 second. They have Advocacy and Cherished joining Mental and Spartan. So at this point, I think it's all opinion there. And I'm gonna put Complexity. I'm gonna put Complexity in the spot. I think we've seen more. I think we've seen slightly more from Complexity. I mean, they're both new squads though. I mean, Complexity have a partnership. That's completely a partner. That's really it. I think we drop 1, and I'm not even in love with that. But I think we have to drop 1 down into the top 12 here, and then from there, From there, I think we keep everything exactly the same. I like Zero Tenacity. I like Ether Gaming. I like one above both of them. I think it's kind of a toss-up. I don't think Zero Tenacity and Ether Gaming have matched up yet. I think they both have had their highs and lows. Like, you give Zero Tenacity maybe a slight edge because they start off in pool play, but Ether Gaming had to like earn their way in. So I think, what if you give them a little bit of respect on the end of that? I think as of right now, this is the power ranking right now based off of tournament play that we've seen so far and based off of scrim results. But we definitely got to see a whole lot more. And I also want to see a whole lot more movement. Sorry there wasn't much movement in the top 4. I'm too much of a coward to move. You know what? I'm moving phase number 1. That's what I'm doing. Optic number... This is where we're going. Too much of a coward to switch things up. We have to respect the power ranking, and that's what we're going to end it on. Optic number 1, Shopify 2, Phase 3, SSG 4, Incognito 5, Nemesis 6, Cloud9 7, TSM at 8, Gen G at 9, Complexity at 10, 1 at 11th, and Ether Gaming in 12th place. I think that's where we're going as far as our power ranking right now. But again, it's going to change week after week. We're going to keep paying attention to scrim results. We're going to keep breaking things down. And until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.